Okay, so this evening we're going to just kind of do a little recap on today's events that took place and basically focusing on the atrocities that happened in California with with wildfires. I use it with quotation marks because I have a lot of suspicions about these situations, how organic they are. Yes, it happened. Tragic event that has taken place and is currently still taking place. A lot of people have lost their homes, and my condolences go out to the people who have not survived this and the animals that suffered on this as well. But some things need to be looked at and asked a few questions because nobody's really speaking a lot about, at least in the mainstream media world, of some of the ironic situations I've seen happen or take place amongst certain people like insurance companies. What Karen Bass was doing, the mayor of this town of LA, this town that has happened in, and it's just strange that a lot of events that taken place sort of just intertwine with beneficiary to the people on the elite side. And I also want to talk a little bit about, man, these things spread really fast. The fires did, and how is something aiding these things? Are they getting a little bit of outside help so far as their ability to become so enraged? People are like, well, the winds were up to 60 plus miles per hour, and that's true. Um, but we've seen a lot of information that's been released about different kind of projects related to modification of our atmosphere, weather related deals. I'm being real general because I don't want to associate too much because then YouTube will throttle this video. But I want to just try to get my head around some of the situations taking place. Insurance companies just real abruptly a few months before this happens cancels insurance and just a few hundred homes. Not it's not okay, it's not a lot of compared to how many homes are in America or in the state of California, but in this one specific area, this could be totally coincidental. However, there's also a strong possibility. It seems like maybe if there's an event that's planned, they understand the implications of these expensive homes and how much it would be as a payout to actually have to pay the the homeowners the money that they would owe them because of this situation with their houses would have been insured for. Similar situations happen in Hawaii, except for I think in Hawaii the insurance companies just defaulted and said we're just not going to pay you. F you guys. We're just going to But I'm watching a lot of footage, and I said this in my earlier video in live that I did today about it's you know just trees that aren't dead just catching fire, even though they're a pretty good ways away from the open flames. And I've tried, when I was, we all would go camping and everything. We build fires in the woods, and you'd be close to a tree limb somewhere. And if you build a fire, you'd have to really sit there and burn on it for a while before the leaves or the pine straw would even catch fire that was in the pine needles on the tree limbs. And so, you'd have to heat that for a while to dry it out, and then it would catch fire. And I'm watching these things just go up, like the bark and all that, and the tree just what is this, something heating these things up? Are we getting an outside helper? Is something happening from afar that could be aiding some of this to happen? Are we could this be related to any kind of direct energy weapon being used and to facilitate the fires being bigger and spread faster, and then you've got atmosphere conditions that are anomalies taking place where you have super high winds at the same time. It's happened in Hawaii too, and they blame the high winds along with the power line structures power line falling onto structures. But I wonder what kind of houses are surviving any of this. Will we find the same similarity of blue roofs like we did in Hawaii? I mean, it just was a strange thing. It was very strange to me. But Karen Bass, this is an ironic thing, dude. Karen Bass, the mayor of this place, wasn't even there. She was and knew that there was going to be, knew the conditions for this were some high winds were coming in. You know, strategically, I don't know, could it be a coincidence? But she was in Africa, and she's tweeting, like about stuff. But right before this all took place, she pulled $17+ million away from the fire department, pulled money away, and then used this money to go towards libraries, which now probably don't exist because they've been incarcerated or incinerated. Terrible word, incinerated. Libraries were where you facilitated the book readings to kids, certain material that we just probably don't even get into there. And then you've got there was the rest of the money. I think it was like 14 or there was like some $1 million. I believe it was 10 or 12 millions of dollars goes to the homeless people. And the ironic thing behind that is your homeless rate just went up. I'm not laughing at the people that lost their homes. I'm just laughing at the ironic stuff and the fact that when you have people that are hired under the guise of not really being competent for their job, but just checking off certain icons and boxes, which the globalists love because they understand that when you put people in really high up, intricate places of levers of power where great decision making needs to take place, then typically things tend to fail and cause big issues for the masses, which then makes for the angrier world that we heard Klaus Schwab glorify so much. Anyways, I just thought that was quite ironic. And the homeless population is done nothing but bigger anyways before these fires took place. But if you had to put the money into the actual fire prevention and methods of keeping, they turned the water off. They turned off the water, just like in Hawaii. You can't have any water. Why not? Well, it's, because it's not water equity again. It's that whole thing. We're climate change. And turn the water off. And then on top of that, they messed up the airspace by allowing Biden to come in like 10 minutes later just to tell everybody he's got a grandson now. Well, that's great. There's more of those people now. That sucks. More Bidens, guys. Yeah, he openly goes in there and says, "Hey guys, guess what? I'm a new grandfather now." We're like, oh crap, and all of a sudden the cocaine stock goes way high again. That's not good. Meanwhile, the stupid people are reproducing, and the smart people aren't, or something. This is that whole idiocracy thing again. Guys, we need to tighten up. You smart people need to have babies. Come on. Anyhow, that's really strange. The Biden comes and screws the whole airspace up. Nobody can get airplanes in. This is just a few things that I just wanted to get off my chest that seem very strange. It seems like either incompetence on a criminal level or just criminality 100%. And Gavin Newsom, what a piece of trash. Oh, man. He's laughing all the way to the bank because the land grab is going to be enormous. Guys, I just wanted to get this off my chest. Thank you very much. Please do me a favor and don't forget to hit like and subscribe and share. And thank you all the new subscribers. You guys are great. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.